Welcome back to Jack Plays Golf. We rejoin on the back nine with the wind picking up and en route to possibly breaking 90. You're about to see some questionable decision making and the most bizarre scenario I've come across so far. Without further ado, let's get stuck into this short par 4. So taking the free hybrid at this one. Hopefully we can get it up there in the middle of the fairway somewhere. Hit it out to the left, but it's faded in nicely, sticking nicely to the left hand side of the fairway, which leaves us with a nice pitching wedge into the green. So one of my favoured clubs to go at the pin. And that one's come off pretty nicely, so I was pretty happy with that one. Should give us a chance for a birdie putt. Until I realised the green wasn't circular shaped, and we've got this bit of rough which I've landed on. So landed on the green, bounced off to the left, leaving me with this putt from the rough, which unfortunately I've left a little bit short, but hopefully make this one in for par. And unfortunately that's lipped out, so we've ended on a bogey. So it would have been nice to know the shape of the green beforehand. I think I could have maybe parred that one. On to another par 4, hole 14. This time 5-iron comes out a little bit to the right, putting us in the trees. One of my least favourite shots is the little punch out. And as you can see there, that's gone horribly, but it has come out. Had a lot more practice over those since this round. Now taking a full 7-iron at the flag. Which has left me just left of the green. So we're going to take 60 degree at this one. And that's a nice chip out of the rough. And it's rolled up towards the flag, which is going to give us an opportunity for bogey. Would be nice to save this hole with a 1-putt. And it's managed to drop in. So pretty good save there in the end. Unfortunately, I missed the first shot on this par 4, but I ended up topping it down the middle. So I have stayed in the middle of the fairway. However, as you can see, there's a lot of water on the left-hand side. And I've made certain not to go anywhere near that by pushing it off to the right. So now I'm in amongst these trees, leaving me about 130 yards from the green. I'm going to take the pitching wedge just to try and get it over the trees, which I've managed to do. However, it has come a little bit short and ended up in the bunker. And as you're aware, the bunker play in this channel is not that great. However, we've managed to get it out. So we'll take that. Let's leave a like on the video if we're getting it out of the bunker. And we'll move on to the next shot. Leaving me with a more preferable shot. This little 60-degree chip from the fairway. And that's come off quite nicely. Bounced just to the left of the flag. It's going to leave us with another opportunity to go back-to-back 1-putts. Which we've managed to do. So not the best 2 holes, but managed to clean them up pretty nicely in the end. Just need to eliminate those errors at the start. So now we're going for a long par 3 downhill. And I've pushed that one as well. Well into the fairway of the 7th hole, which was my shocker from the first 9. A little bit of pressure from the guys on the tee box. And then I've ended up duffing this chip just a little bit further forward into the rough. So now I'm probably in the rough of my hole, not the other one. Taking the 60 degree again. This time it's come out, rolled a little bit long. But can we keep up the 1-putt train? Unfortunately not on this occasion. And that's sadly going to put us in for a triple. So double triple, not the best way to go. Leaves us with a nice 60 degree from the middle of the fairway. And I've hit that one pretty nicely, lands just before the flag, bounces a couple of times, rolls just past it. But that'll give us a nice putt for par. Have been making these today. And unfortunately I've pushed that one to the right of the flag. A little bit disappointed considering the other putts, but it should make for a nice easy bogey. So again, we're not going to complain about that. And moving on to the third par 5 of the round. which I've parred the other two, so going into this one with a bit of confidence. Using the free hybrid from the tee, and I've drawn it just to the left. Hit it pretty nicely, but we are on the upper fairway. But it does give us a nice lie, so I just want to make sure I get back into the fairway really. And I hit that one pretty nicely. The shot shape was almost perfect, however the wind was also going that way, and then it ended up bouncing on the fairway and bouncing left under this tree. Now let's just take a moment to go through the options that were running through my head here. We have option A, which is just to punch it forwards to the left of the green and then chip on. We have option B, which is to punch out right underneath the trees into the fairway of the hole I'm on. And then we would like to have option C, which would be to go over the bunker, however the tree kind of eliminates that. What option do you reckon I went for? So when I stood over it, I actually kind of went for option C, and I also tried to fade it as well, just to get extra close to the flag. As you can see, laughing at my own decision there. Very stupid decision. So now I'm left in this massive bunker.
That's so deep.
And yep, I managed to go underneath all the sand and get the dirt. So it's already cost me one shot, that decision. So in the bunker again. And I rolled it up. Thankfully there wasn't too much sand in the bunker, so it's rolled out. And there was a 4 shout to the right, just behind me. So I'm going to try and chip onto the green with 52. And I bladed it. And now the classic high handicapper excuse.
That right shout really got in my head, don't it?
Definitely nothing to do with the shout, just having a bad hole. And the bad hole continues with a Duff 56 chip. Let's see if I can one-putt this one. And unfortunately, I've not one-putted it. So now we're going to go in for a quad. Nothing I can really say about that, just a bad decision. But hopefully you can hit the subscribe button for more honest golf and hopefully not so many quads in the future. But a nice little walk-off nonetheless. Trying to get my head back into the swing of things with another par 5. This time the free hybrid stays in the correct fairway. I do have this tree to contend with a little bit, but I'm going to try and take the 7-iron to get over it. And luckily managed to just clip a few leaves off there with that ball. Didn't take too much distance off the ball, and it's put me just short of the fairway bunker. So now I have 9-iron in hand from the fairway, giving me a good shot into the green. Or in this case, topped it towards the bunker.
Definitely been a struggle the last bit. I think I'm not in the bunker. I hope.
So I was in the bunker. So I don't have much experience in fairway bunkers. So just going to try and get it out there with a 52 degree. And ended up hitting that pretty nicely, I thought. This brings us nicely onto that most bizarre moment that I spoke of earlier. Can you guess what's going to happen here with the 60 degree? So a little chip towards the flag.
In the other hole? In the other one?
And there was a second hole which I've holed out in.
Take it again, you know that, eh? Is it actually?
Yeah, so we didn't know the rulings, so Dan said we had to take it again, so that's what I did. 60 degree in hand again, and chipped it a little bit closer. But yeah, we couldn't find anything on the rulings there, so if anyone knows, let me know. And then we're going to hopefully one-putt this one in for a bogey. And there's one for the dubious rules book, but got told to replay it because it's like hitting an object and playing it again. Find out later on when we get back to see if it is the rule or not. So after that bizarre scenario, we're going on to the 17th short par 3. 8-iron in hand. And I've ended up hooking it towards the left. And it's got a nice bounce out of the tree and put me in the middle of the fairway. 52 degree towards the flag. And I've duffed it a little bit. So the last few holes have knocked a little bit of confidence. So putting the wedges away for a little bit. Taking the putter at this one. And it's rolling up towards the flag. Leaves us nice and close for a gimme. So I'm going to have a bogey for that one. Break 90 well out of the question now. So I just want to finish the 18th hole with some nice golf shots. So taking the 5-iron from the tee. Have pushed it a little bit off towards the right, although luckily came just short of this bunker. So now I'm going 8-iron again to try and get over this tree, and I end up chunking it into the tree. But it has put me in the middle of the fairway. So now I'm going for the 52 at it. However, I've not really considered the wind, which was starting to pick up quite a bit, as you can see those trees on the left. So I've ended up coming well short of that attempt. So not the greatest way to end. As you can see, frustration from the others as well on this round. And I've ended up hitting the 60 degree, a little bit long, and it's rolled off the back of the green. Dan and Sam already packing up, so you can see how that went for everyone. And it's leaving me with this long putt, which I've hit just long, but hopefully we can tidy things up with a 2-putt and be done with the round. So finished it on a double. Not the worst way to end the round, considering we had 2 quads in there. So the 2 quads and the triple really cost me today. As you can see, I went down as a total of 98, but then I think the quads got knocked down to triples when I entered them in, so that left me on 96. So thanks again for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll catch you next time.